Hello and welcome to Sovereign RPG. I am Sovereign and today marks the first video since my departure of Eve Echoes a few days ago. Over the past couple of weeks I've been trying more and more games to try and find a good alternative to play both on PC and mobile. I was going to jump straight into trying some of the better known currently seen as best MMOs on the mobile platform, RuneScape and Albion Online being among them, but saw recently that Warhammer Odyssey released, and thought why not give it a go and see how it is. See if it's a good alternative to Echoes, and if it's something I can sink my teeth into. The mobile platform has spat out countless MMOs touting the slogan PC experience on mobile, and I am truly yet to find any of them run better on mobile than their PC alternatives. But since Warhammer Odyssey is solely a mobile platform MMO, I was hoping this could maybe it. However, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. I have played it on and off since launch. I wasn't able to get into the beta test as I was region locked, so I wasn't able to see its development pre-launch. But saying that the developer Virtual Realms has made a pretty successful mobile MMO in the past called Celtic Heroes. So that is kind of a bonus. Remember that these are just my opinions and may not reflect a large proportion of players. Everyone loves MMOs for different reasons, and I would really love to hear your opinions on this game even if they differ from mine. Speaking about what everyone loves, I love likes, so make sure to chuck one up if you do enjoy my content. Anyway, with the shameless like line out the way, let's get into my reasoning why I'm not overly hyped about this game and not really interested in putting any dedicated time into it. I started out playing as a warrior priest, playing Warhammer Age of Reckoning for 2 years until its untimely demise. I mained both a rune priest and a warrior priest. I'm a healer at heart and it was kind of really a no-brainer. I jumped straight into the game and the first thing I noticed was my armor already looked pretty cool, which for 99% of people would likely be a good thing, but for me, it really wasn't. Talking about how everyone likes something different in MMOs, I like to rise from peasant to god, working from torn rags to kingly armor. And starting out, my warrior priest looked exactly like my warrior priest did when it just reached 50 in the PC MMO. I didn't really like that, I'm a picky bastard, but each to their own. As I continued to play through the game and gain levels, it was nice to see there was an auto-allocate stats depending on your class. This is definitely helpful for newer players that have not experienced many MMOs before, as stats and ability points can be very confusing experience. Being a mobile game, a casual experience is very important, and sometimes this aspect of games can be brain-numbing for toilet seat warming activities. Getting into the actual game itself felt rather tedious. The maps were very corridory, a series of empty corridors with a few enemies scattered here and there with no real life. Weirdly enough, it had me begging for some sort of auto-run feature. I know, Sovereign, what the fuck. But it was just that tedious running around. The fighting was pretty damn lackluster. But that may be just because I was spoiled for choice in Eve Echoes and the like. Only a few skill buttons and having to mash the standard attack was mind-numbingly boring. I'm sure this was an attempt, and a pretty decent attempt, but I feel like Virtual Realms missed the mark on this. The starting area as a whole didn't feel like it needed to be explored as much, as I was just sighing my way through streets. Maybe this changes much further into the game as areas open up, etc., who knows. But I'm a keen believer in getting it right from the start, and I didn't even want to get past that point. Obviously, during the tutorial, a linear dull set of obstacles is needed while you are taught various mechanics. Kill a few monsters, pick some shit up, talk to some NPCs, delve a dungeon, and kill a completely mechanicless boss. You can forgive that in a tutorial. But what we have here, after a week of playing, is literally the same over and over again. It felt like it never really left the tutorial. You just move from quest hub to quest hub, kill this, pick up that, kill that boss, and it was super tiring. The quests and gameplay reminded me fully of WoW in its early years, minus the exploration of giant maps and decent gameplay. I know I shouldn't expect PC levels of expansiveness on a mobile MMO. I'm just tired of the constant spouting of full PC experience. As said before, it should be seen as false advertisement. You see it so much in mobile games, it is rampant. Instead of a PC-like experience, we have a mobile experience without the mobile features, which just made the game as boring as the Bount arc in Bleach. Now just for you guys, I pushed a little further, hoping this was just an elongated tutorial and the game opened up. Holy shit, was I wrong. It just kept going and going and going. I thought I was finally entering a dungeon at one point, and friends have told me the group content is great, with the need for tanks, healers and DPS, the Holy Trinity. But it was just another non-group experience with some spiders, with 50 other people all fighting over the same mobs in this tiny corridor-based dungeon. And the way the game works, if you get the kill or not, is by the first hit. So everyone was running around just tagging mobs once and running to the next one and tagging that, and leaving the killing of the rest of the mobs to those that don't know any better. Was a little bit rage inducing. I almost dropped the game there and then. On the plus side, the monetization isn't a massive clusterfuck. You have your general shit, bank and bag slot expansions, character slots and auction house slots, pretty tame in my opinion for the mobile market. There are some other things, but never felt the need to look at them. You do get most of the game for free, and as casual players, this is a big thumbs up. So I guess all it comes down to is this. Do I recommend this game to you? All in all, it's a pretty boring experience, but saying that, I didn't get out of the first zone, so again it may open up into a much better experience, but for the amount of hours I put into it already, going around, looking at everyone, searching for any bits and bobs that I might have missed, I don't see many people getting past that initial experience. Virtual Realms really need to look at the early experience and try to make it much more engaging, or I guess it will flop and most won't make it to the group content, like me for example. But as most of you know who watch my content, I'm a snobby gamer and a lot of these issues probably won't affect you. While I don't recommend the game from my standpoint, I do recommend at least trying it out for yourself. Make your own opinion of the initial experience. And let me know down below what your thoughts are. Remember to like and sub if you haven't already. This is now your one-stop shop for all things RPG. Now I'm not playing Echoes, I don't know how I should end this. If I should keep saying fly safe or if we should change it up. Give me your suggestions. And for now, fly safe.